Hey YouTube, y'all nigga, back with another video, and as you see, we got Shigaraki versus MAHITO, a death battle. I said I had to already get on this hoe as soon as I got home because I knew I was gonna bullshit if I didn't. So this is what we on. I'm also gonna post some gaming videos today. Hopefully, I'm gonna try to post not gaming videos, gaming video, nigga, singular, nigga. I'm gonna try to post a gaming video as well, but this hoe is definitely gonna come out first because it'll be easier to edit and get up out the way. It's been a while since I posted, and I apologize. And I just know I had to get back on this hoe, and I wanted to watch this bitch. So let's watch this hoe. We got death battle: Shigaraki versus Mahito. I was gonna go ahead and like that hoe, but let me actually see if I fuck with this hoe. And I'm gonna tell y'all who I'm going for once we see they shit. We watching it all the way through.
Shigaraki versus Mahito.
The symbol of fear versus the human disaster curse.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor,
Let's
and
lock
skills
in,
to
bro.
find out who would win.
Oh, so let me turn it down a little bit
battle.
more. Lock in. Who y'all got, bro? Put in the comments who y'all got.
A sweet, shy boy who loved superheroes.
But sometimes the hand of fate can't abide sweet shy boys.
Ruthlessly beaten and abused by his
Damn.
hero-hating father, Tenko pushed beyond his emotional limits until he activated his inherent superpower, or quirk.
It wasn't something cool like flight or super strength. In his terror, he accidentally killed his whole family. Well, except for
That's
Nero
crazy.
Dad.
He did do
one
that shit.
was intentional.
Tenko wandered the streets alone, silently begging for someone, anyone, to help him. If only a hero was there to save him. But instead, the only open hand he found belonged to the devil.
All for one. The greatest supervillain in history.
He took Tenko under his wing, feeding a hatred of everyone and everything, and grooming him to one day lead his league of villains in destroying hero society.
With that came a new name, Tomura Shigaraki, and an absolutely nightmarish quirk.
This nigga is clean as fuck, bro. If y'all don't know who that is, this nigga is clean as shit.
Anything Shiggy touches with all 5 fingers turns to dust. The perfect power for someone who just wants to destroy. Pretty menacing, if not for that dorky-ass costume. I get it, hands are his thing, but come on, they just look so dumb and fake.
Oh, those,
Yeah, I ain't
those
gonna lie.
aren't prosthetics. Those are real hands. From his family that he killed, attached to his face, and explicitly commanded to be left there by his mentor so that he would never forget his rage.
Okay.
While his use of decay started off relatively weak, it rapidly increased in power and range as Shigaraki came into his own.
Decay
Hell
isn't
yeah.
even limited to whatever
That
he's
shit,
touching. Anything that touches something he's decaying.
That nigga is
also
strong as
decays.
shit, bro.
Spreading like an all-consuming miasma that can wipe out anything from an enormous tower to an entire city.
If decay reaches you, your only hope is to isolate the body part that is disintegrating before it gets to something vital.
After years of training with the greatest supervillain of all time, Shigaraki was finally put in charge of his own team with one mission. He must kill his master's rival, the #1 hero, All Might.
Only to fall flat on his face.
Shigaraki was a terrible leader, quick-tempered, short-sighted, and, well,
Cringe! Oh, he's just so cringe. He uses gamer lingo unironically. He whines like a baby when things don't go his way. He's the kind of guy who would say normie in real life, in front of normies.
but they say defeat is the greatest teacher of all. Only through struggle could Shigaraki manifest his dark conviction.
Right as All Might's new protege, Izuku Midoriya, was coming into his own as well.
These two rivals, the inheritors of their master's blood feud, would push themselves past their own limitations.
Especially when All Might and All for One double KO'd each other, leaving Shigaraki to lead the League of Villains all by himself.
And with the stakes higher than ever before, Shigaraki stepped up. He personally battled the monstrous Gigantomachia for a month and a half straight, and conquered other
God
villain
damn.
organizations to create the Paranormal Liberation Front. Thousands of new soldiers for his personal
A
army.
month?
All to
God
impress All
damn,
for One's
nigga.
personal quack, Dr. Ujiko, who spent months upgrading Shigaraki's body to make it more like his sensei's. It might have been constant agony, but Shiggy went from Chud to Chad.
Ujiko's experimentation vastly increased Shigaraki's strength, speed, and durability. enough to match and surpass even All Might's absurd power.
Sharing All Might's power between them, Deku and Bakugo were able to punch an island-sized hole in a cloud that reached 24 miles into the sky. We've calculated that before to be nearly 80 million megatons of TNT, almost as much as the meteor that wiped out the dinosaurs.
And Shigaraki can now move fast enough that his body produces hypersonic shockwaves and can even catch laser beams.
And he's tough enough to survive Star and Stripe's intercontinental
Star and Stripe is
ballistic cruise pod.
Star and Stripe is the strongest character in one what's that shit? My Hero Academia. I'm being dead ass. She is the strongest character in My Hero.
Now the new name for my penis. Move over, gigantic Omega Storm. Anyway, it also made
Being
a
dead
blast
ass.
so big it showed up against the curvature of the Earth.
Though he might seem invincible, when Shigaraki's body is pushed hard enough,
Though I want to say something real quick before we start this video, because I want to see a death battle that death battle might not do. But if y'all know these characters, bro, they should do a death battle. I'm being so dead. We got Adam E from Invincible versus Gwen Tennyson from Ben 10 Omniverse Ultimate, whatever that shit is. Y'all know which Gwen Tennyson I'm talking about. They should, bro. That'll be a good fight.
he will evolve into a state of
That shit will go hard.
uncontrollable power.
So Decay became? Oh shit, more hands!
Shigaraki can spontaneously generate flesh into existence, seemingly oceans of it in an instant, whenever he wants. He can even use it as a type of armor to defend himself in close combat.
But that's nothing compared to
God,
Ujiko's
this nigga
greatest
OP.
gift. Shigaraki wanted to be the new All for One, so what better way than the old man's quirk?
All for One's quirk, All for One, allows its user to steal and store quirks with just a touch.
And All for One has hundreds of them stored up, collected over the years.
Each quirk is connected to a memory of its user's essence in the form of a spirit, a vestige.
And like a piece of their soul. They exist in this kind of psychic world in Shigaraki's body, and can even act as a spiritual defense should it be invaded.
And with those vestiges came quirks like super fast healing, air blast, radio waves, flight, telekinesis, teleportation of others, and the ability to track foes.
He can even combine multiple quirks together, like in this big-ass electric Kamehameha.
However, any vestige stolen or destroyed will also remove that quirk from Shigaraki's repertoire. They're also sentient, and some can even fight for control.
Which is when the second shoe finally dropped. Because Shigaraki also got All for One's vestige, that means All for One was now in possession of a shiny new body that he'd spent the last 15 years molding for him to take over.
Shigaraki's entire existence was planned from the beginning. Why? Because All Might's previous mentor was Nana Shimura, Tanko's grandmother.
Oh, that to mess with All Might. That is some next level hating right there.
He manipulated Shigaraki's entire life, all for one purpose: to create a soul so
Is that a
corrupted
pun?
it would
All for
grind
one,
away
nigga?
at All Might's perfect world, allowing All for One to take full control.
But All for One's possession wasn't complete, and Shiggy managed to fight his way back to the top, literally decaying his way through vestiges in the process, all to fight his rival Deku one last time.
Despite Izuku's best efforts to save him, Shigaraki was too far gone. His spirit decayed by years of venomous hatred.
And the new symbol of hope defeated the new symbol of fear.
I didn't
burying
watch all
All
this,
for
bro.
One's
It's
grudge for
fucking
good.
All that
spoiling me.
Shigaraki asked was
Fuck.
to be remembered as the heartless destroyer he was raised to be, and not the broken, angry, crying little boy he really was deep inside.
For just that one moment, though, Shiggy got in Deku the only thing he'd been denied his whole life. The one thing his lifelong nihilistic tantrum was really all about. He got a hero who tried to save him. This battle is sponsored by Robin
I ain't gonna lie, that
Hood
nigga is
With
OP as
Robin
fuck.
Hood Gold, you can now enjoy
Oh, what the fuck?
savings of a fellow man.
I do
His
use Robin
fields
Hood
with his
though.
blood. Ever since Cain slew his brother Abel and wetted his fields with his blood, man's greatest fear has been his fellow man.
But what if this fear took on a life of its own?
What if all that negative emotion humans felt for one another spilled from their bodies and congealed, forming, over time, a living being fueled by malice, which believes in nothing but the law of the jungle?
Well, then you'd have the special grade curse with a patch face, Mahito. Oh, I've
Mahito
had
clean
people
as
tell
shit.
me I've become a human disaster curse when I've had too many mojitos.
Mahito is one of the deadliest beings to ever afflict mankind. He's no mere mortal though, but a cursed spirit. Innumerable spirits exist, weaker or stronger depending on the amount of anxieties, jealousies, hatreds, and fears humans feel about them.
Like the fear of locusts, kinda weak. Or the fear of smallpox, getting stronger. Or the fear of fire. Oh, goodbye, Tokyo.
So it follows that mankind's
Oh,
fear
it's
of
like
itself
this is like, I'm sorry I'm pausing it a lot, but this is like what's that anime? Chainsaw Man.
would be
That's exactly like
extremely
Chainsaw Man.
powerful.
I ain't know that.
Those negative emotions manifest as Mahito, a being composed of cursed energy.
It's basically like evil ki. Cursed energy can be used to make spirits way stronger, faster, and tougher than any normal human. And it's invisible, making curses like Mahito impossible for the untrained eye to see. Only a life or death situation can galvanize a normal person to see a cursed spirit.
That also makes cursed spirits virtually immune to physical damage. They may be physically present in space, but can only be harmed by attacks that embody spirit matter like cursed energy.
Which makes curses insanely hard to get rid of, like ghosts, cockroaches, or my ex. That's why you need a jujutsu sorcerer to come in and kaizen the shit out of them. They call it exorcism, but I like the way I said it better.
Curses and sorcerers have battled each other for millennia, waging an endless war over the fate of humanity. Almost exclusively in Japan, though, for some reason.
But Mahito was special. You see, most curses are basically dumb animals. But Mahito has so much cursed energy that it gave him sentience.
So he was recruited by Kenjaku alongside other special grade disaster curses to wreak havoc upon the world. In fact, they made Mahito their leader.
And even more frightening
Damn.
than intelligence and bloodlust, Mahito possessed philosophy.
Perhaps informed by the tragic meaninglessness of interhuman conflict, Mahito is an existential nihilist, believing in nothing but his own will to power. It's a dog-eat-dog world, and Mahito is the wolf.
Which also makes him kind of a goofball. If nothing matters, why not have fun with the slaughter? Really get your steps in. He loves to dig around and toy with your emotions like a cartoon character before slitting your throat.
An appropriate analogy
Damn.
considering his curse technique, idol transfiguration.
Using his cursed energy, Mahito can control anyone's soul with just a touch, including his own. In fact, he's so good at manipulating his own soul that you can't even kill the bastard without directly targeting it.
In Jujutsu Kaisen, the soul and the body share an immutable connection. Whatever happens to the former affects the latter.
This lets Mahito squash, stretch, and shape-shift his body into literally anything he wants. Like Play-Doh, he can turn his limbs into blades or clubs, grow wings like a bird or fins like a fish, reform his body around injuries, or even create clones.
Curse users are naturally unharmed by their own ability. Should he touch a human, though, his alterations to their body are instantly fatal.
And since he's attacking your soul, those physical wounds are gonna be impossible to heal.
Even if his alteration isn't directly fatal, the human body won't last more than a few moments in a transfigured state.
All that with
That
one
shit crazy.
touch. God, I thought herpes was bad.
His powers mean Mahito treats humans as effectively disposable dolls that he can gleefully experiment on. The more casualties, the better, especially if he gets to break your spirit first and watch you suffer.
Even more twisted is when he combines two transfigured humans together for soul multiplicity, essentially a giant torrent of body horror flesh that he repels at an opponent. Ugh.
Mahito is
That
unbelievably
nigga-
creative with his application of idol transfiguration, and despite being a newborn curse, consistently keeps experienced sorcerers on the back foot.
It helps that he's a quick study who's picked up a number of different curse techniques, like the Black Flash.
By applying cursed energy within 1 microsecond of an impact with an enemy, space itself will distort, exponentially amplifying its force by a factor of 2.5.
Not only does this hurt like a mother, it restores your curse technique and gets you fully in the zone.
And would require reflexes moving nearly 1,000 times the speed of sound. It's no surprise then that Mahito also unlocked the pinnacle of sorcerer techniques, the domain expansion.
Oh shit!
His shit
More
clean
hands.
as
A
fuck,
domain
his
is
shit
like
so
a
clean.
barrier of cursed energy, but if you're caught inside, Mahito can use idol transfiguration instantly without even needing to touch you.
It's called the self-embodiment of perfection, the ultimate expression of Mahito's absolute control over his victim's body and soul. The only time it ever failed was against the student sorcerer and Mahito's archenemy, Yuji Itadori.
Because not only was Yuji a barf-inducing goody little two-shoes who believed in the inalienable rights of all living things, blah, 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 he also had a curse inside of him.
The king of curses, Sukuna.
Which meant Mahito's ability affected both souls in Yuji's body. Sukuna didn't like that. No surprise, and kicked Mahito's ass, forcing Patchface to fight with a handicap whenever facing his pink-haired menace.
Yuji's belief in the value of human life flew directly in the face of the world that Mahito knew to be cruel and meaningless. So he made it his mission to crush Yuji's spirit before killing him, murdering his friends, defiling their corpses, and brutally battering him before going in for the kill.
And he's got the strength to do it. Mahito's one of the most powerful curses in the world, and his growth is
Damn, I don't know who.
Fellow disaster curse Jogo was able to summon a massive meteor capable of reducing the city of Shibuya to ash.
That'd take an energy of over 800 kilotons of TNT.
And Mahito can take as good as he can give, especially when, in the throes of struggle against Yuji, he evolved, unlocking a vastly more powerful form, the instant body of distorted killing.
Complete with armored exoskeleton and arm blades, this was a taste of the almighty curse Mahito was growing into, a true blight on all mankind.
It wouldn't last. In a bitter battle of resolve, Yuji won out. In a dog-eat-dog world, there was now a bigger wolf.
So he tucked tail and ran away like a bitch. And what do you know, life suddenly became a whole lot more meaningful the second it looked like it was about to end.
All that gleeful nihilism, just a bitter hypocrisy in the end.
For him, maybe, but Mahito found a convert in his archenemy. After a battle that wiped out thousands of innocent people, Yuji's youthful spirit was gone. The only thing left that mattered was exorcising this curse.
In a way, that was Mahito's final victory, the destruction of another human being's soul.
Yep.
He may not have been around to see it, but the curse Mahito inflicted on the world would bring it to its knees.
Ah,
Hey, do you see
fuck.
that join button? Yeah, that one.
Oh.
Better!
All right. Who I got winning this? Oh my goodness, bro. I was thinking that it was gonna give me like some actual. Let me stop bullshitting. This nigga's winning. Shigaraki's winning. Let me stop bullshitting. Let me stop bullshitting. Shigaraki's winning this hoe. There's no way he doesn't.
Oh.
Shigaraki's winning mid-diff. Oh my god. Oh yeah, he's invisible. Yeah. I'm tripping.
I'd heard of a powerful villain stalking these parts. My organization is going to tear this putrid world down around us. We could use a freak of your talents.
Little old me. Do I want to be king of the social region?
Mahito cleaner though. Mahito too clean, bro.
Instead, fine by me.
Never mind. Shigaraki cleaner, bro. He got that white hair with the red eyes. That combination is too much. Ooh. Hey.
Game over.
Did you
Might
actually
as
just
well.
see that? God, how lame!
Wait, shouldn't the fight already be over with? Shouldn't the fight already be over with? He touched him. They low-key sparing his ass, low-key.
Audition over. Did I get the part? Decay!
Oh.
What a rush!
this shit is clean as fuck. This shit clean as shit, bro. Come on. Hey, props to whoever animated this shit. This shit is fire, bro. God damn. Look at this shit. Bro, ain't no fucking way, bro.
That all you got? Domain expansion.
Oh my god, this shit so clean, bro.
You're just a scared little boy whose daddy is mean and wants to make it everyone else's problem. Grow up.
Hands off my masterpiece.
Nigga!
Your soul too.
Oh!
You only hate humanity because you were
Thank you. That's all he have to do.
totally random.
That's all he have to do. It's over with. It's over with.
You grow up.
Thank you, nigga. Come on now. Clean as shit. We already knew his ass was winning this hoe, bro. Come on. Ain't no fucking way he losing this bitch. There was no way he was losing that hoe, bro. They had me. I ain't gonna lie, they had me, bro. In that train, he was getting his ass whooped a little too hard. Then he opened the domain expansion. I ain't gonna lie, I thought it was over with. But come on, my nigga. Ain't no way you losing this hoe.
What did I say, Wiz? Like a bitch.
With their complex power sets, this match was a puzzle to figure out, which is why we're breaking it down to three
No, it wasn't.
categories:
No, the fuck it
physical
wasn't.
stats, survivability, and their powers.
I can tell you, I'm gonna tell you all. Hold on, physical stats. Where was it? Let me tell
Breaking
you.
it down to three categories:
I'll tell you
physical
before they
stats,
tell you.
survivability, and their
Physical stats. Let's be for real. This nigga is strong as shit, bro. Let's be dead. He too damn strong, actually. Too damn strong. This nigga's able to fight fucking Midoriya, and that nigga's stronger than All Might. Nigga, come on now. He can keep up with fucking Midoriya, nigga. It took like damn near 8 niggas just to keep this nigga under control, and he was still whooping their ass. Survivability. I'll give it to Mahito just because that nigga can come back from crazy shit. So I'm gonna give survivability to that nigga. But powers, definitely him. Shigaraki got 2. Shigaraki got this hoe and this hoe, and then he got survivability.
their powers.
That's what I think.
But first, let's address one thing. Could Shigaraki even see Mahito? He's
No.
an invisible curse after all.
Cursed energy and quirks are notably different, and Shigaraki wouldn't be able to see curses normally.
Yeah.
However, even regular humans can spontaneously develop the ability to see curses in life and death scenarios. And with the Surge quirk, Shigaraki would have had no problem tracking it.
So seeing Mahito wouldn't have been an issue. With that out of the way, we can jump into their stats.
This was no contest. Despite
Come on
the
now, let's
disaster
be
curses
for real.
being able to destroy entire cities with their cursed energy, Shigaraki scaling to Deku and
Come
Bakugo
on.
meant he was calculably millions of
Come
times stronger.
on,
He
man.
was faster too, considering he could react to light beams, while Mahito's Black Flash capped out at nearly 1,000 times the speed of sound. Nothing to scoff at, but Shiggy was thousands of times faster. Shigaraki
Come on, bro.
takes stats.
But survivability was a little trickier to figure out.
Yep, in terms of raw durability, Shigaraki was a lot tougher, and his
Oh.
ability to generate new flash
fault.
meant that he could heal any wounds he
My
might
fault.
receive super easy.
However, Mahito is a curse and is immune to the kind of overwhelming physical damage Shigaraki could dish out.
Oh,
Not
well,
only
shit.
that, Mahito's regenerative ability via idle transfiguration meant that he'd come back from anything short of spiritual damage.
Considering Mahito's unique curse body, he should actually get the edge in survivability.
See? Yeah, I said that. I said that. I said that.
Could Shigaraki
Come on.
even kill a curse like Mahito in the first place?
Or would Mahito's unkillability give him the time he needed to eventually put Shiggy down with idle transfiguration?
It all comes down to their powers. modes.
Shigaraki had a lot more variety with all of the crazy quirks All For One had collected over all the years, but none that we know of could properly kill a curse. That didn't mean Idol Transfiguration was a surefire bet either, though.
Of all things, Shigaraki's vestiges served as a spiritual shield from the effects of Idol Transfiguration. The fact that Mahito could not avoid targeting Sukuna while attacking Yuji meant that he couldn't target specific souls inside a person.
And Shiggy has hundreds of soul-like entities inside of him. Sure, each one down means he loses a quirk, but that's more than enough time to land a single hit with Decay, especially considering how much faster Shiggy is.
And Mahito has no way to defend against Shigaraki's primary quirk. Decay has affected spiritual beings in the past. Again, vestiges. In fact, he was able to damage Deku's vestige and have that damage transferred to the Deku in the real world.
Mahito may be made of spirit energy, but he still has a physical form.
Damn.
That couldn't naturally target the soul.
Getting his ass
were able to
whooped.
fight him on even footing. No reason to think Shiggy wouldn't decay him like everyone else.
Giving Shigaraki the third.
What I tell y'all? What the fuck I tell y'all, niggas? Come on, man.
Shigaraki's overwhelming might, unstoppable powers, and deadly decay spelled the end for the disaster curse.
Nothing else to say. You really gotta hand it to Shigaraki.
The winner is Tomura
Nigga.
Shigaraki.
Next time on Death
Oh, hold
Battle.
on. Let me see. Doom, nigga?
Subscribe and join as a
Master
member
Chief?
to see more Death Battle.
Master Chief versus Doom Slayer? Didn't we already watch that hoe? I could have sworn we already watched that bitch. Well, I guess I'll be on that hoe too then. I ain't really interested in that hoe because I don't really fuck with none of them as people, but type shit. I'll be on that hoe for sure. Hey, that was a W fucking video, bro. I don't like how my camera not zooming out. I miss my old camera already, but this hoe look better, so type shit. But yeah, but that's the end of this video. If you liked it, I appreciate it. Comment, I appreciate it. Subbing, I appreciate it. Just watching the video, I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for everything, bro. I hope y'all niggas was doing good. I already told y'all who was gonna win, nigga. Like, there was no way he lost that hoe. There was literally no way he lost that hoe. Dead ass. There was no way. He couldn't have lost it. He got too much going on for himself. But yeah, that's the end of this video. If you like to see anything, please put it down in the comments. I'll check it out and see if I fuck with it. If I do, then it'll be on my page. But I'm gone. Bye-bye.